I'm Nate Dumb.
And I'm John Yonner, and this is our virtual tour of the history behind our hometown, Nicktown. Nicktown is a small town with a population of around 900 people. It was established in 1861. Nicktown has had a long history of dairy farmers, agricultural farmers, and skilled laborers. The town originally gave lots of support to coal mines, as many of the residents were miners themselves. The farmers always contributed fresh foods to the community.
Today, everyone in the community knows each other's families. The center of the town is by the church and the post office. Every year, Nicktown holds parades, gun raffles, and most of all, the Nicktown Festival. This festival is usually held on Labor Day weekend. There are many people who come from all around to enjoy the delicious chicken noodle dinner. It is a place where people can come in to see our beautiful small towns community. First, we have a statue of Jesus located on the top of a hill just past the center of Nicktown. It is on Route 553 on your way to Alberta. It is dedicated to Josephine and Emilio Wintering from their daughter Rose. Here are some other Wintering graves located next to the statue.
Our next landmark is a statue of the Blessed Virgin Mother. It is in the lawn just outside of St. Nicholas Parish. The church often holds community prayers here.
Our final historical site is the Iveson Cemetery, which is nearly 100 years old and dedicated to the Longenhacker family. They died from the Spanish flu that swept the country around the 1920s. Landmarks are a big part of a town because they give us visual things to associate with a town when we see them. Landmarks such as the statue of Jesus Christ and the statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary are something that we see every day when we drive past. These statues give us a great representation of our town's strong faith and religious roots. In Nicktown, we have many different businesses that keep the town lively.
Some of the main companies from the town include Bar Ridge Farms, Krumknacher's Builder Supply, J.L. Dumb Plumbing and Heating, Rob Yonner Farms, WBL Hardwoods, and Blue Goose Farms.
This is Bar Ridge Farms. It is owned by the Lieb family and has been passed down through 3 generations of hard-working men and women. The Lieb's family farm focuses on dairy products.
Krumknacher's Builder Supply is a private business owned by Byron Krumknacher. It was passed on to him from his father George. This store supplies all the local businesses with the materials they need to stay in operation.
Blue Goose Farm is owned by Scott Farbaugh and run by him and his family. They produce fresh vegetables for the CSA program, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture. They have regular customers that have an order packed up every week with a variety of foods ready to pick up.
WBL Hardwoods stands for Winter & Brothers Lumber. It is a sawmill just past Nicktown on Alberta Road. They produce around 5 million board feet of lumber every year. The name hardwoods comes from their primary use of woods such as oak, cherry, and maple.
The town is best known for its pizza and wings. It is our main attraction for people as far as Indiana and Evansburg. The 2 main bars are the Blue Goose and the Nicktown Hotel. The Goose is famous for its goose droppings, which are delicious buttery bread nuggets, and the hotel is famous for its cheesy bar pie.
The Nicktown Hotel is a much more historical site. It was established in 1889, and in 1933, Philip J. Geiss turned it into a bar hotel and post office. He then sold it in 1943 to Norbert A. Biller. In 1950, he began making cold sandwiches and snacks. In 1958, the Rebbers perfected the homemade sauce and dough recipes. They sold it in 1955 to the Beatty family, and in 1973, they shut off room rentals, making it only a restaurant. In 1977, the Rogers family owned the building and remodeled it to the style that includes the famous Elvis Presley picture on the wall that everyone knows. Even now, the homemade dough and sauce is loved by everyone who comes.
A big contribution to the town is the Nicktown Fire Company. This was chartered in 1978 and established in 1980. It is made up of many brave volunteers who keep our town safe. Some other big contributors include Vince Ritchie, Greg Klein, and Giles Dumb. They are our township supervisors who all have businesses and farms of their own as well.
This interview with Margie Kirsch is her giving her perspective on living in Nicktown her entire life and a little bit of the history behind it.
Hi, I'm Margie Kirsch, and I live in Nicktown. I've lived in Nicktown all my life, except for 1 year, lived in Johnstown. grew up with a little candy store named Lena's, and we had a post office, and a hotel, and the St. Nicholas Church, and our school was St. Nicholas School. Now it's Northern Cambria Catholic School. And we have a yearly picnic. We have homemade noodles and chicken, and we've had that every year for quite a few years on Labor Day. Of course, last year we didn't have it because of the pandemic, that couldn't have it. Hopefully they're planning on having one this year. One street, but now we do have 2 streets. No red or green lights, just stop signs. And I guess that's about all that. We're real famous for our Nicktown pizza. Mm-hmm. They do like the Nicktown pizza here. And other than that, it's just a good place for older people to grow old, and the only trouble is the younger ones have to leave to get a job somewhere else. So that's kind of what Nicktown is. So
this is a photo of the late Dave Kirsch, who was Margie's husband for over 50 years. He was dubbed the unofficial mayor of Nicktown in 2007 by the Tribune Democrat. The big man had a hearty laugh, a good sense of humor, and knew the town like the back of his hand. Overall, growing up in Nicktown has been a very peaceful experience. I was raised here and went to grade school here. It is the place where I learned all of my values and lessons that will carry me through my life.
I will always have Nicktown very close to my heart. Everyone here waves at me when I drive through the town every day. It's where we go to church, and it's where we love to spend our free time to get away from our stressful lives.